What's going on, guys? Welcome to roster update number 9, and we have jumped to 94 overall. Unfortunately, I didn't get a video for 93 overall. We're gonna, and then too many players got added, and then I figured I'd just wait till 94 overall, which we've hit. We hit it yesterday with a particular player, and but we're gonna jump right into this, show you what the difference is between this current set of squad at 94 compared to the last one that was 92 overall. So we'll start right at quarterback. The new quarterback, Donovan McNabb. It used to be John Elway. It is now Donovan McNabb. 2 overall hire as well. And the backup is no longer that crappy Peyton Manning. It is this 88 overall Football Outsider, Derek Carr, who is a beast as well, along with this McNabb. So we're in a good shape there. Now, fullbacks have stayed the same. McCoy, I don't know how to say it. I still don't. And Daryl Young is the backup. Aaron Foster is the third one. It used to be Lacey. It doesn't really matter. So it's fullback. Halfback has changed. The first one hasn't. Still Terrell Davis. He's still floating around with this Terrell Davis. We've been floating around with it for a long time. But it's still Terrell Davis. But the backups have changed. It is now Todd Gurley, 85 overall. He's my second running back. Dude's an absolute monster. He's got some crazy stats. And he's just good. And the third third halfback is Andre Ellington, Football Outsiders. It used to be Arian Foster and Eddie Lacy, but no more. These two have taken their place. Terrell Davis still the #1 overall back. Now we'll jump right to the wide receivers. Here we are. Fitzgerald, still my #1 overall wide receiver. His backup, now 88 overall, DeAndre Hopkins. It used to be 87 overall. Brandon Marshall is now DeAndre Hopkins. In the slot, we have Antonio Brown, 94 overall wide receiver. It used to be captain Brandon Cooks, 4 overall jump. The speed's not quite there, but then again, not too much else is needed. His backup, instead of Football Outsiders Travis Benjamin, it is now 87 overall flashback Ted Ginn Jr. It's decent. I mean, doesn't really get on the field too much anyway. Our wide receiver 2, it used to be Joe Horn. It is now Hines Ward. So we got ourselves a 4-point jump there as well. It's from last time. Dude's a monster. His backup, Julio Jones, who's still in the team. I can't sell him or anything. He's kind of just sitting there until I quick sell him, so he's a pretty good backup. Anyway, there's not too much change here. Shannon Sharp is still my #1 overall tight end. Rudolph and Witten are still my 2 and 3. We're working on getting another tight end, but for now, those are the only 2 we have. Right tackle did change. It is now Chris Clark. I didn't know his first name. Chris Clark. It used to be 87 overall base elite Ulaga last time, but he did change. Now, the right guard hasn't changed. Still Long. Center still hasn't changed. Still Dawson. Left guard still hasn't changed. Hutchinson. Left tackle Walter Jones still hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is the backups. My backup center. Seasons veterans Montgomery. My backup left guard. Carpenter has changed. My backup right guard, Try Turner, has changed, and Ricky Wagner is my backup at right tackle. He has changed as well, but not too much change on the top line of my team here other than Clark and some backups. Now defense, this is where it's really changed. We'll start right at the top over here. It used to be Glover Quinn. It is now most feared Brian Dawkins. This dude is a monster. He can hit, he can smack, and Glover Quinn is now his backup. Clinton Dix is the third free safety if need be. Right outside linebacker. Used to be Terrell Suggs, base elite, 88 overall. It is now 94 overall Joey Porter. His backup, Justin Houston. Can play left and right. He's backup on both sides. Now the middle linebacker, Lofton is still the same. This used to be a Clay Matthews. It is now a Ryan Shazier. Lofton is still a part of the 2 linebackers I like. You need to have 2 good middle linebackers if you're running cover 3, stuff like that. You need to have your 2 good linebackers. Lofton used to be my #1, but he's my #2. And Michael Kendricks, captain, was my #1, but now it is Eric Kendricks, the MVP of the Vikings, as my first middle linebacker. He's a monster. He's all over the place, this guy. So He is now my number 1 linebacker along with Lofton. Left outside linebacker used to be Bruce Irvin, captain. It is now Derek Brooks, legend. Left outside linebacker, 93 overall, is back up just in Houston. Quinn backing up both outside linebacker spots. Strong safety, still Eric Berry, still a monster. His backup, though, has changed from Iloka to Kam Chancellor, base elite. This dude's a monster. I'm not going to get rid of him because of the sets later on in the year. He'll be super expensive. So we're going to hold on to Kam Chancellor. So he's going to be a part of my team for a while as well, Kam Chancellor. So Eric Berry, Kam Chancellor right there. Now, we're going to go to the line first. Left end, still the same, Jason Taylor, the legend. Dude's an absolute monster. His backup, Joe McCoy and Robert Quinn backup of both, for all 4 sections here. Now, first D tackle, John Randall. In the last video, it was Damon Harrison, 90 overall, captain of the Jets. And then it changed to 92 overall, Gilbert Brown, who is my current giveaway now. And then now it is John Randall is my second. And Terrence Knighton, D tackle, MVP of the Redskins, is now my starting D tackle. Dude's an absolute monster once he gets past the rusher or the line. Right end, it used to be flashback Trent Cole, 91 overall. It is now Alan Bailey, MVP of the Kansas City Chiefs, right end. Dude's an absolute beast as well. He's got the strength to get to it, and he gets right by those players there. Now, this is where the most change has come. My secondary. Ronde Barber was my number 1 overall. He is no longer there. My fourth corner at the time was Malcolm Butler. It is now 93 overall, MVP of the Texans, Jonathan Joseph. My third cornerback was Patrick Peterson, 86 overall. It is now Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, 92 overall, team of the week. Ronde Barber is now my second corner. It used to be Stephen Gilmore. And my number 1 corner is now Night Train Lane. It used to be Ronde Barber. He switched over to the other side. I mean, look at that corner tandem there at the top. Ronde Barber, Night Train Lane. Those are some crazy, crazy cornerbacks there. But yeah, that's the new look corners, man. It has jumped up in quality, if anything, right there. Now, over to specialist. Ryan Allen is my new punter. It used to be Rutherford, not too much of a change. We got some more leg with Allen, but other than that, not too much. McManus, still my kicker, still my kickoff specialist. Charles Davis, still my third down back. Langford is my backup now. And Ellington, my backup, just in case something terrible goes wrong. And Walter Jones, Dawson, and Long, still my 1, 2, 3 long snapper. Now my return men have changed drastically. It used to be Eddie Royal, right? Eddie Royal, if you were still here, would be right here. But now we got Antonio Brown. But now we have 2 different 99 overall return men and 2 great return men in flashback Ted Ginn Jr. I have him returning my kicks, and well, mainly I have him returning my kicks because he gets some more space. It's a little bit quicker now, and also I think it's Seasons Veterans. Yes, Seasons Veterans, Devin Hester. Yes, Seasons Veterans. Devin Hester, he's returning my punts. He can do better in the short field for me. That's how I just see it. I'm keeping both of them. I'm going to hold on to them. They're probably going to be my return men for here on out. But those are my 2, Devin Hester and Ted Ginn Jr. So there you have it, folks. My 94 overall Madden Ultimate Team right there. Hope you enjoyed the video. We will be doing an update once we hit 95. I won't forget anymore from here on out. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, and peace.